Hi everyone, we're at Menindee Lakes and our time here is nearly over. We are packing up today. We pulled up here initially because we wanted to have a look around the town, have a look at the national park, which I've done a few videos on, so hopefully you check those out. But the wind has subdued a little bit. It's still windy today, so we had a little bit of rain last night and we drove up past the road to where we need to get to, and I can't think of the name of it, and there is a caution sign up on the dirt road. So with the wind and what has happened, we've decided not to go that route. We're going to stick to the tar for the moment and head up to Broken Hill over the tar and then head on to Wilcannia through the tar roads. We would have liked to have done the dirt track. We had planned to stay at a cattle station out along there as well, but unfortunately yeah, it's a little bit risky, so another time. But been a beautiful spot here. We went up and had a look at the sunset there last night, had a look at Sunset Strip, a few other things around here, but great little caravan park here. Power, water, toilets, showers, washing machines, all the usual stuff, plenty of sites, and most of them are sitting here overlooking that out there. So there you go there, 180 degree views of Menindee Lakes. So there is other lakes around here, but we just chose to stop at this one for a couple of days because there is free camps with other lakes, but we're a little bit wary with leaving the van and then travelling around. So at least here there is a pin-coated gate, and you know your gear is going to be reasonably secure when you're travelling around looking at things throughout the day. So that's about it from here. The puppies are playing in the red dirt, making everything nice and gritty. But come on doggies, time to pack the rest of the van up. The wind's coming up. Let's get out of Dodge before it gets too blowy. Okay, we've made it to Wilcannia, and here is the old lift bridge. Not in use anymore, but you can still walk across it. Still got all the old structure on top of it where they used to lift up, and it was completed in 1886. So there is the Darling River that we've seen where it ends and meets up with the Murray. Unfortunately we couldn't do the inland track, but we did the road through to Broken Hill and then across to Wilcannia. Good tar road, but bloody long. Wind's just started to come up again. But we've enjoyed our trip to here. Beautiful old bridge, a bit of graffiti on it as usual you get in some of these places, but the old plaque is still on the bridge there. It's a bit hard to read. The old deck's a bit wobbly, but there is the Darling River. Not sure where we're off to next. Annie did tell me there a second ago, but the name's gone out of my head.
That's when we're doing the track, we're going to Cobar and then back up to there.
Yeah, so we're going to
So
Cobar.
still doing the Darling River run in a roundabout.
Yeah, we're doing the Darling River run, but we're just not doing the bush tracks. Going to Cobar and then on to the next town. So we'll show you some more when we do. But this is the little town of Wilcannia. There is the park there. Some beautiful old buildings in town here. I'll put a couple of photos up on the screen and we will continue. Cheers everyone. We drove all the way from Menindee Lakes today to Wilcannia, and then we were making our way to Cobar. We'd been travelling since 8 o'clock this morning, and about 3:30 this afternoon we're still 119 kilometres from Cobar, and starting to get a bit tired and looking for somewhere to stop. The other thing too is we did notice an increased influx of wildlife on the highway. We had to slow down a few times, and mainly for goats. The goats out here are unbelievable. There's thousands of them. As I'm talking now up on the highway, you will not be able to see it. Maybe you can, but about half a K up the road there is about 8 goats crossing the road. So that time of the afternoon where you have the chance of running into one. So Annie got on Wikicamps and actually looked around for a place to stay, and a little rest stop come up, and it is actually 141 k's from Wilcannia on the Barrier Highway A32, and 119 k's from Cobar the other way. The sign is right behind me over there. If you're wondering why I'm carrying this around too, there's a little black goat here, very friendly, but a real pest. And reading some of the reviews, everyone says this is a fantastic place to stop off at, but the little black goat is a real menace. So just be mindful. He's already been over to our camp. Winnie and Jasper were going off their head at him, and he didn't care. He just walked straight up to Winnie and Jasper and wanted to have a look at them, probably have a munch on them and see what they tasted like. But the goat probably is friendly to people because people feed it. On the reviews, someone said, oh yeah, we gave it a drink of water, loved it. Another one said, oh yeah, it jumped up in our caravan, it was really funny. Old bloke next to me there, he walked off to grab some things, and the goat decided to jump up on the drawbar of his caravan and then jump up in the tray of his ute. So we just had to scoot it down from that. So be mindful of the goat. If you're going to leave anything out, you may have it eaten or acquired by the goat. But let's have a look at this little campground. Well, it's not a campground, it's a rest stop. You don't have to pay for it or anything, but when you drive in on the main road there, sorry, I should have showed that, I was talking away, lost track of what I was talking about. So coming off the main road over there, either of those driveways, there is tables there under a shelter, there's a rubbish bin, a couple of more rubbish bins, and that's about it. There's no toilets, no showers, nothing here. You've got to be self-contained. So if you're in a caravan like us, got toilet, shower and a grey water tank, you are fine. So there you go there, that's the main area there, but there is all these little side tracks where if you want to drive into and get away from the highway a little bit, because there is a few trees that you can come up and park behind off the highway and get out of sight of the highway, a bit of road noise, stuff like that. So have a look through here. There you go. There's someone camped down there, didn't even know they were here. They've got a great little spot way down the back there, so terrific little spot down there. Didn't even know they were there. That you can see they got a bit of green grass or something in front of them. You can see people have had fires down here. There is a fence line here, someone's property, and you can see there's more tracks running all around the place. Now we are sort of in the middle of the desert country, so red dirt is plenty out here. It would be quite warm here during summer as well. We're just coming out of, first couple of days into spring, but it has been like 35 degrees out here. Now you can see people who don't know how to bury toilet paper, who don't have toilets, they come over here and leave toilet paper everywhere. So yeah, it's very frustrating, isn't it? That's what gets places like this closed down, because people just don't want to do the right thing. There's a little campfire there someone's had. There's campfires over in here. And down where we are, because we seen a couple of other vans down here when we drove in, so we thought, I didn't even see that other part up there. I might even went up there as well, because it's a little bit more off the highway, but we're set up now, so I'm not going to move. But there's all areas around here where you can pull up. If you get on Wikicamp and have a look, Barrier Highway rest stops. I'm not sure of the name of it, whether it's got a name. If it has, I'll put a photo up on the screen. Annie will give it to me. But nice gum trees around here. And at least there's a couple of bins, so if you are staying here, make sure you take your rubbish with you or put it in the appropriate bins. There's another truck just pulling in here now, probably either a council worker or something, or going to camp for the night. Probably looking for a toilet, but there is none. But we're camped down the back here. There's a galah over there just wandering around. Yeah, I'd say he's just come in here to have a bit of a camp. But yeah, terrific little spot. Like, we were going to drive, like I said, into Cobar, but it's another 119 kilometres, and that would have put us in there at about probably around 5 o'clock by the time we stopped here. So you can light a little fire here if you want to. Just a bloke letting his dog have a bit of a run around. Got a blue cattle dog there. But I'll show you where we are set up down here in a sec. Just walk through the bush here. Just be mindful of snakes. That's why I'm carrying around this pole too. Not only for the goat, but for my own safety. Because I have got my safety boots on. There's an old tin lid there. There's not a lot of rubbish, so that's good to see, but there is a bit of toilet paper, so there's someone camped way over there, another gentleman there. There is the pesky goat over there I was talking about, the black goat. Winnie and Jasper in there. We'll probably get a few people pulling up here now. You can see a little van there slowing down. But there we go. All set up for the night. We are closer to the highway here, but you probably hear the truck noises and that wherever you are in this little area. So I'll ask Annie, did it have a name of this place, Dale? She's just going to look it up for me and I'll let you know, but I will put a photo up on the screen. But yeah, we're going to head into Cobar tomorrow and check that out. We've never been there. And continue our Darling River run. That'll be a separate video. But Bulla Park Rest Area. So that's the name of it. Like I said, about 119 k's from Wilcannia and about 114 k's from Cobar. So on the right hand side of the road if you're coming from Wilcannia, left hand side if you're coming from Cobar. So like always, if you have any questions, queries or comments, just leave them down below. And thanks very much for watching and all your support, really appreciate it. It's been fantastic. The caravan has been going great. It's been a pleasure driving today too with out the wind. We've had a fair bit of wind the last few weeks, and with the rain and all that sort of thing, but that's part of travelling. You can't let it worry you. Another thing, at the time of shooting this video, fuel prices around anywhere from $1.71 for petrol, $2.20 for diesel. I think in Wilcannia I bought some unleaded, it was $2.09, and I think diesel was $2.39, I think it was. So pretty reasonable really. You always expect to pay more when you're out in areas like this. But that is about it. Like I said, any other questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll get back to you. Cheers everyone, stay safe, look after each other, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.